love books. I love them in big numbers. I actually need them for my work. And I love libraries. I like to go there, search, browse, read, and relax. I would really like to have a library of my own. And this is what I found. My iPad. Isn't that neat? The library in my pocket. They said I can download 25,000 books and virtually carry them around. And the weight of the gadget wouldn't change, still 680 grams. But before I reached the storage limit of this, I reached the limit of this. Suddenly, this was more valuable than my car, and I was afraid to carry it along. Reading in the beach, no way. Leaving it in a hotel room, ooh. Taking it to a conference, yes, maybe, but only with a Kensington attached to my ankle. And I wondered whether it would be nice to have a library that I can't lose, a library that I don't own, a library in the internet that's there like a public service. And that's also there without me assembling it, and I wondered whether this wasn't in some way a cul-de-sac to my vision. And I started to think what I would really need was a library full of books for the humanities and social sciences, with content that I can work with, content I can point others to. Open access content. And guess what? I found it. It's called OAPEN. Now that's a strange acronym, and it stands for Open Access Publishing in European Networks. And here's the URL. So let me take you on a virtual tour now and discover and explore the OAPEN Library. So what can we do? We can browse. Let's do it. Now look at all these publishers. That's Amsterdam University Press, Firenze University Press, Hamburg University Press. That's really international, isn't it? But what I miss are the US publishers. Right, it's European. Okay, but maybe they'll expand. So let's take a look at Amsterdam University Press. And I think I'd like to drill down here, I really like this drilling down facet stuff, on economics. Now these Dutch authors are really up to date. Aftershock of the economic crisis. I'm still in the aftershock. And we can also use the search interface. I'll type in postmodernism because I need that for my next seminar. Yeah, okay, I meant postmodernism. Wow, 74 titles. European cinema, family shooting. Well, obviously they don't look for these words in the titles, but they are searching the full text, and that gives us the opportunity to have these serendipity findings, because you suddenly discover connections between fields that you haven't seen before. Now let's go back, browse. Now that looks different now, but browsing after all is browsing, and we'll go to Leiden University Press. And a single title, yeah, Guts and Brains. This is what I need. And now I'd like to run a test that I usually run on my students. What do you know about Wittgenstein? Let's type it in. 69 titles. Great. What can I do with them? I can, okay, add. And that goes into my selection. So usually this would be the point where they would ask me for credit card details, but what can I do here? I can, my selection, I can email it. Wow, hey, I'm done with my reading list. I can simply forward it to my students, and they can't go, nag, I can't find the book, it's so expensive, and can't we read it online? And I know it's all legal, because it's all in agreement with publishers and authors. And they will love to work with the digital text, because if they buy books, they will simply put it under their pillow, dreaming they have read it. And now I'd like to do the reading list for my postmodernism and pop culture seminar. Let's type in Lady Gaga. No results. I think I should really talk to the publishers. They should provide some titles on the really important stuff. Don't you think so? Okay, thank you. I hope you enjoyed the OAPEN tour. Haben wir's? Danke.